Hey guys, how's it going? Ricky here from Most Valuable Podcast, here to continue, even though we're getting kind of towards the ends with these videos of our NFL team previews heading into the 2015 season. This one, the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm just going to throw a disclaimer out there. Niners fans, you're probably going to want to grab your pitchforks right now, kind of put some torches, because this is not going to be a good video. I just want that to be out there right now. Probably one of the worst off seasons in 49er history. And I'm not even a 49er fan. So 49er fans, comment down below if there was an off season worse than this. This to me, though, seemed like the worst. Losses that weren't just people leaving just to leave and retire. You had Mike Iupati going over the Cardinals. Crabtree said, nah, I'm going to go to Oakland of all places. Yeah, these NFC title games, just not my style anymore. Richard Sherman, I don't want to deal with them. I'm going to go play with Amari Cooper, Jack Del Rio, and the Raiders. Then you have Frank Gore saying, no, I'm going to go to Philly. Nope, going to go to Indy. And then you also have Chris Culliver and Stevie Johnson going to the Redskins and the Chargers as well. Ray McDonald, you did cut him. He went to the Bears. And the only people you guys picked up, the top ones, yeah, you get Torrey Smith from Baltimore, quality wide receiver, pretty good replacement for Michael Crabtree. You get Reggie Bush, to me, to be the backup behind Carlos Hyde. So you can kind of see Smith for Crabtree and then Bush for Gore. Then you also get Darnell Dockett from the Cardinals. So you can kind of look at that as you just traded Mike Iupati for Darnell Dockett straight up with the Cardinals. Then you get Phillip Weaver from the Dolphins, Sharice Wright from the Chargers, and Nick Bellore from the Jets. Not that bad, but not good. That also doesn't count in the loss that Jim Harbaugh's gone. So you are now officially starting the post-Jim Harbaugh era. And I know there's some fans out there that are like, well, Ricky, that could be a good thing because Jim Harbaugh, even though he won games, he didn't really know. He wasn't really a people person. So this is just going to be better for the team, not right now, but in the future. I get that. But at the end of the day, you're not going to win as many games because you could bash on Jim Harbaugh all you want in his khakis. Bottom line, he's going to win games. And he will most likely get you to an NFC title game until you got to play the Seahawks. You lose him. Chris Borland, a guy I was really excited coming out of Wisconsin in the Big Ten, he decides to just hang it up. Then you have Aldon Smith with everything that happened with him. He gets cut, so you lose him. You also have a few retirees. Willis retired. He's no longer on the team. Jim Tomsula has a lot to just get in order before week one of this season. I mean, I know you still have Kaepernick. I know Carlos Hyde's still there, but you lose two wide receivers. I know you get Torrey Smith, but to me, that's not that huge of a deal. To me, Torrey Smith all he is, you know what, just run a fly route and I'll try to hit you. That's what Joe Flacco did in Baltimore with him. But in the draft, you go out and get defensive end in the first round from Oregon, Eric Armstead. Then you have Tart, the safety out of Samford in the second round. You got Blake Bell, a tight end later. Not really a special draft for the 49ers. And we're just going to get into the main part of this video. The only part, and I say this in every one of mine, this is the main part you care about. You want me to tell you what games you're going to win or lose so you can bash me in the comment section. I know how it goes. So let's look at the wins and losses, the schedule for the 49ers. Game one, you're playing my Vikings Monday night, the second Monday night game. You're going to lose. Vikings are going to beat you. You're going to start 0-1. Then you have two road games, the first of which is at Pittsburgh on a Sunday, noon game Central Time. You're going to lose. There's no way that you are going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 0-2. Then you're going to go into Arizona. Carson Palmer will probably be healthy for this game. You're not going to win this one either, 0-3. Then you get Green Bay. If you can't beat Pittsburgh and you can't beat Arizona, I know Green Bay's coming to you, but if you can't beat those two teams and you can't beat the Vikings, there's no way you're touching Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packer offense that didn't lose a starter from last year. Oh, guess what? The Steelers did that as well. You're 0-4 to start the season, loss to the Green Bay Packers. Then you got the Giants on the road. And I will say, this is the first winnable game for me in the 49ers season. However, I think Eli Manning gets it done in New York, in the Meadowlands. They get the win. 49ers 0-5 to start the season. Then you play at home against Baltimore. Torrey Smith is not going to have his revenge game here. I think Wacko Flacco gets it done. Ravens with the win. Then you play the Seahawks at home. Russell Wilson is just going to pick apart your defense. I'm sorry. The Willis, the Borland loss, the Alden Smith loss, the Culliver loss. He's just going to pick it apart. And that Seahawk defense is just going to stop you guys stone cold. So you're going to start 0-7 to begin this season. Then the big game. You're at St. Louis. And this is going to be the game that says, are the Rams really better than us? That's what you're going to be asking. Yeah, they are. Because the Rams are going to get the win. They finally have a quarterback who should be able to stay healthy now that they have Nick Foles. So 0-8. And people may be questioning, this is after the 0-8. This is where we're first going to get the videos being played on ESPN and NFL Network of, could they go 0-16? We get to see Orlowski just run out of the end zone against the Vikings. All these bad Lions clips from when they went 0-16. Week 9 happens. You play Atlanta. You lose. Those clips just get bigger. You're sitting in, then you get 2 weeks of that because after week 9, you have a week 10 bye. You're 0-9, and people are going to be talking, tweeting, messaging, saying, hey, man, 49ers could go 0-16. We're just, those Lion clips are just being played and played and played whenever we see a 49er highlight. Then you come out of the bye, week 11. You're not going to beat, if you can't beat Seattle at home, you're not going to beat Seattle with the 12th man. Seattle with the win, you're 0-10. You are 6 games away from an 0-16 season. However, 49er fans, you can stop rage typing right now. Just stop rage typing and listen. You're not going to go 0-16. It's just not going to happen because you're going to win week 12 to the Arizona Cardinals at home. And the main reason why I have this down as a win is because Carson Palmer probably won't be playing. Even though I would love for him to play, I feel like he may be able to play all 16 games this season for the Cardinals. History says he probably won't be playing this game because he's going to be injured. You can beat a Carson Palmer-less Arizona Cardinals, even if they do sign CJ2K. Then you go on the road against the Bears. I know the Bears are supposed to be bad this year. Come on. Did you see those defensive starters? Did you see Shane McClellan against Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphins? You're not going to win that game, especially in Chicago. Then a big shocker. Well, I know 49er fans, you guys are going to tell me this is a shocker. Week 14 against the Browns. Johnny Manziel will be playing this game. He will beat you in Cleveland. Then you have the Bengals at home. Andy Dalton will beat you. Then you have the Lions. The Lions will beat you. And then you will finish the season with a loss at home to the St. Louis Rams. And I'm calling it right now. NFL Draft 2016. San Francisco 49ers. This is the pick you guys will have. Number 1 pick in the NFL Draft. You're going to have the worst record in the NFL. You're going to be tied with a different team, which I will preview a little bit later. However, you guys will have the worst record in the NFL. You'll have the number 1 pick. You'll probably use that pick on somebody on the defensive side of the ball coming out of college because, let's be honest, you guys will stick with Kaepernick. The offense is better than the defense here. You'll draft someone on the defensive side. And the reason why I have the Niners being so bad is everything that they lost. This is going, like, the way I see it, bad offseason is going to equal bad season for the 49ers. Everything that is going on this offseason for the 49ers is just foreshadowing. It's not going to be good this season when the 49ers hit the field. You don't have the easiest of schedules. There are some winnable games, I will say that. So I'm saying, like, worst case scenario, 0-16. Best case scenario, I'll go Giants, Ravens, 1 against the Rams, Cardinals, Browns, maybe 5. So 0-16 to 5-11. That's your best and worst case. However, at the end of the day, I think you're 1-15 at the end of the season. I do not think it's going to be a good season for you guys in 2015. However, that's when you guys come in. 49er fans, I want you guys to tell me down below. Rip me to shreds in the comment section. Tell me why your team not even make the playoffs. I'll settle for a tell me why they'll get to 8-8. That's, like, to me, that's as good as winning the Super Bowl this year if you're the 49ers, an 8-8 season. I don't see it happening, though. So tell me down below in the comment section. You can click right up here to check out the Onside Kicks NFC West preview. You can follow me on Twitter at Ricky Widmer. Most Valuable Podcast is at Most Valuable Pod. Make sure to check down below in the description to reserve your MVP t-shirt to help support the YouTube channel so we can make better videos for you guys here, because like I've been saying in every other video, the reason why we do these is for fans like you. So make sure you go ahead and get your MVP t-shirt down below. I want to thank you guys for checking out this video, and as always, have a good day, everybody.
Hey guys, like the video? Then hit that subscribe button. But if you liked it even more, you should check out our Patreon page. We have a lot of different rewards and goals for those of you who would love to support us. So make sure to click that link down in the description to check out those pretty kick-ass rewards.